I would ask you to just reflect for a moment on, do you think there are things that you have done that you shouldn't have done? Do you think that there are things other people have done that they shouldn't have done? And the answer I generally get to that question is, oh, yes. I think I shouldn't have done things I did do. I think I should have done things I didn't do. I think other people shouldn't have done what they did. And I think they should have done what they didn't do. Um, and so we're programmed, I suppose, to think that way. I certainly find a lot of folks thinking that way. And I don't think any other creature has ever had that thought. So if you think about a butterfly, if you think of a butterfly, I would um, suggest that the butterfly probably isn't thinking that it shouldn't have done something, and that no other creature is thinking it shouldn't have done something. And no other creature is thinking that any other creature shouldn't have done something other than humans. Um, so I don't know whether you think um, what you think of that, but I notice that no other creature seems to be about to blow up the whole frickin' planet. Um, and none of them have the thought that things shouldn't have happened. And humans are the ones that are putting life on Earth in significant risk. And humans are the ones that think things shouldn't have happened. So maybe that's coincidental, but I'm not so sure it is. And I think that what happens is, if there's a thought, uh, I shouldn't have done that, then what happens within the mind is that the inner mind, hearing that thought, then does what it can to try to cause this thing to not have happened. Now, you can't cause anything to not have happened, yet I'm not sure that your unconscious knows that. And therefore, if there's a thought, I shouldn't have done it, or he shouldn't have done it to me, I believe that the unconscious begins putting effort into causing that. And certainly any effort we put into anything that doesn't respond to our effort doesn't doesn't work out well for us, does it? So if you're putting effort into something and it doesn't respond to your effort, it's likely that that causes a sense of weakness, right? If you push against something and it doesn't move, and you just keep doing that and it's constant, that tends to cause us to feel weak. And weak kind of morphs into helpless, and helpless then morphs into hopeless, and helpless and hopeless are not much fun. And so they begin to morph into frustration and anger. And so we have helpless, hopeless, frustrated, angry. And that's certainly the witch's brew for having a bad day, don't you think? Helpless, hopeless, frustrated, angry. Um, and And so if you think depression, helpless, hopeless, frustrated, and angry, certainly is the witch's brew for depression. But, there's that kind of depression where this person is, laying on his bed and and if he talks at all, it's in a monotone, and can't seem to get up or get anything done. Not always depression like that, but kind of just a feeling of unhappiness and mixed in with a sense of restlessness. So if you've been experiencing like feeling unhappy and kind of restless at the same time, um, well, that's the kind of thing that tends to move people into behaviors that are that cause a distraction from that feeling, but then cause other feelings that are going to make things even worse. You know, restless, bummed out, and restless. He's liable to what? Um, oh, do methamphetamine, have unprotected sex with a stranger, go someplace and get in an unnecessary fight. Um, all those kinds of things. Not um, not useful. And then, after engaging in stuff like that, what do you end up feeling? Um, so it kind of self-perpetuates like that. Um, I think that our minds are much more advanced than the mind of any other life form. I don't think that lions or tigers could figure out how to build London. I don't think that butterflies build airplanes, because butterflies don't even need airplanes, though, do they? Um, so we have much more advanced minds, but my goodness, um, it's like running the beta version. I used to really, I'd get these messages on some app that I had, and it says, hey, are you enjoying this? Because we have an update. It can do this and this and this and this and these 12 other way cool things. And it's the beta version. And I used to say, well, what's that cost? Nothing. And you can have it right now. Have any of you downloaded the beta version of the app? Um, some of you are nodding that you've had that experience. I used to download the beta version, and it did all kinds of cool ass things. The only difficulty it had is that it didn't work, meaning it would crash a lot. Um, and I'm in it while it's crashing. So I finally realized when I was downloading this nifty, keen, advanced piece of technology, I was in doing that. Um, I was kind of becoming an unpaid test pilot.